Hello everyone and welcome to this live Q&A session for today, Saturday, 6th of July 2024. I am extremely thrilled to have you all here today because this is a session that will truly transform your life. A little bit about myself. My name is Sandra Boyo-Aruleba, fondly called Coach Sandy Wealth. I am a public health enthusiast who loves to teach health and wellness. I am currently pursuing my Doctor of Public Health degree. I am also the founder of Wealthier Me Academy, a 30-day online health and wellness transformation school where I teach people how to become the healthiest versions of themselves yet. Every day, Mondays to Fridays, I go live on all my social media platforms teaching different relatable public health and wellness topics. And on Saturdays like today, I answer the questions you've sent in on this live Q&A sessions. I am also the co-founder of CASA Foundation, a public health nonprofit with focus on community development and positive social change. To date, we have done over 60 outreaches in over 5 countries with the help of over 100 volunteers, touching over 5,000 lives and counting. I am super excited to have you here today. Disclaimer notice. Wealthier Me Academy content disclaimer. The content provided by Wealthier Me Academy, including but not limited to text, graphics, images, videos, write-ups, courses, classes, webinars, and other material, are for educational and informational purposes only. The information shared through all our programs, our website, our social media channels, and any other platforms is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. To read our full disclaimer, kindly go to the website www.wealthiermeacademy.com/disclaimer. If you have any questions or concerns about this disclaimer, please contact us at wealthiermeacademy@gmail.com. So, let's get started. I have received numerous questions from you from this week's lesson, so I will try my best to answer as many of these questions within our time together. All right, so just a brief recap of the classes I taught this week. On Monday, I taught webinar 1, which is how to develop a consistent sleep schedule. On Tuesday, I taught webinar 2, which is meal planning for beginners, tips and tricks for effective meal planning. On Wednesday, I taught on webinar 3, which is the role of vitamin B12 in energy levels. On Thursday, I taught on webinar 4, which is how to make healthy low sugar snacks. And on Friday, I taught webinar 5, which is the role of riboflavin in energy production. So please, if you missed these lectures, kindly go to my YouTube channel and watch them there. You will be glad you did. This promises to be an exciting time of knowledge. I am super excited to have you here. So please, if you're here, kindly go ahead right now, share this broadcast with your friends, family, and loved ones. Encourage them to join us in our community. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Telegram at Sandra Boyo-Aruleba. Let us form a community of health enthusiasts focused on becoming the best versions of ourselves yet, changing our community with positive social change. Do you have a question that you would like me to answer, a health and wellness related question that you would like me to answer like I'm doing today? Because on Mondays to Fridays, I teach only. On Saturdays like this, I answer your questions. So please kindly go ahead and submit your questions using my website. You go to www.wealthiermeacademy.com. So on Saturdays like this, I go live on my website, on my social media platforms, answering your questions which is submitted during the week. So if you would like me to answer your questions next week, please submit your questions on the website. So how do you do that? You go to the website, you scroll down, When you get to the website, you scroll down to the bottom and click on where it says submit your question for the weekly live Q&A sessions. A Google form will open looking like this picture you see on the screen. Fill the form with your name and your question. Like today, I dedicate time and I come live on all my social media platforms every Saturday to answer your questions. So please take advantage of this opportunity and submit your questions. Today, I will be answering the questions we received throughout the week. So let's get started. Question 1 is from Cynthia, and Cynthia says, how can I tell if I am getting enough vitamin B12 in my diet? So Cynthia, that is a very great question. The best way to determine if you're getting enough vitamin B12 is through a blood test. This can be done during a routine checkup with your healthcare provider. Additionally, if you are experiencing symptoms like fatigue, weakness, or cognitive difficulties, this could be a sign of a deficiency. So, including B12-rich foods like meat, fish, dairy, and fortified cereals in your diet can help ensure you are getting enough. If you are a vegetarian or a vegan, you might need to consider supplements. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. Question 2 is from Alfred, and Alfred says, what are some easy ways to start meal planning if I have a busy schedule? So, Alfred, starting meal planning with a busy schedule can be challenging, but it is definitely doable and worth the stress. I would advise you begin by setting aside a small amount of time each week to plan your meals and create a shopping list. Choose simple recipes that you can batch produce or batch cook and store for a week. Investing in some good quality storage containers can make a big difference. If you're in an area where light is an issue, therefore storage is an issue, you can work with producing 3 times a week or 2 times a week, depending on your light situation. Also, try prepping your ingredients in advance, like chopping your vegetables or marinating proteins to save time during the week. Also, if you're in an area where light issues prevail, you might also think about drying or dehydrating your ingredients. That way, you have worked on your prep time. All you need to do is just prepare them. Remember, even planning just a few meals a week can make a significant difference in your diet. Hope that answer helps you and everyone listening. Let's move on to the third question. This question is from Kelechi. Kelechi says, how do I know if my fatigue is related to a riboflavin deficiency? Great question, Kelechi. Fatigue can be caused by many factors, but if you suspect a riboflavin deficiency, it is best to discuss your symptoms with your healthcare provider. They can better provide a blood test to check your riboflavin levels. Some common signs of deficiency include sore throat, cracks around your mouth, red eyes, and skin issues. Remember, including riboflavin-rich foods like dairy, eggs, lean meats, and green leafy vegetables in your diet can help prevent deficiencies. Hope that helps, Kelechi. Now, let's move on to the next question. This is from Antoinette. Antoinette says, what are some quick and healthy low-sugar snacks I can prepare for my kids? So, Antoinette, remember, kids often love snacks, and it is great to have healthy options on hand. Some quick and healthy low-sugar snacks include apple slices or any fruit slices with almond butter, peanut butter, anything in that line. Also, Greek yogurt with fresh berries, veggie sticks like celery, carrots, cucumber with hummus or any dip of your choice. Also, homemade energy balls made with oats. I discussed that in the meal prep class. Also, you can add a touch of honey to that. It's up to you, whatever your kids like. You also have DIY trail mixes, which you mix your nuts, your seeds, and a small amount of dried fruit. These snacks are not only delicious, but also packed with nutrients to keep your kids energized. throughout the day. So I would suggest you try this out, Antoinette, and let me know what the outcomes are. So let's move on. Question 5 is from Taiwo, and she says, can I get enough riboflavin if I am on a plant-based diet? Absolutely, Taiwo. Yes, you can. You can get enough riboflavin even if you're on a plant-based diet by including fortified foods and a variety of plant-based sources. I would advise you look for fortified cereals, plant-based milks, and nutritional yeasts, green leafy vegetables like spinach and broccoli, as well as almonds and mushrooms. These are extremely good sources of riboflavin if needed. You can also think of supplements which can help ensure you meet your daily requirements. All right, hope that helps. So let's move on to the next question. This question is from Queen, and Queen says, how can I manage my sugar cravings when trying to switch to low sugar snacks? Yes, a lot of us are going through that challenge. Queen, remember, managing sugar cravings can be tough, but it is definitely possible with some strategies. So the first thing is to start by gradually reducing your sugar intake rather than eliminating it at all. So I would advise you replace high sugar snacks with naturally sweet options like fruits. Okay, drinking plenty of water and eating balanced meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats can help stabilize your blood sugar levels and reduce your cravings. All right, so Queen, allowing yourself an occasional treat can also prevent feelings of deprivation. All right, so let's move on. Question 7 is from Yetunde, and she says, what are some signs that I might need more vitamin B12? So to answer that, I'll give you some common signs that you might need, you might experience to give you a clue that you need more vitamin B12. This include fatigue, weakness, shortness of breath, dizziness, pale or jaundiced skin, and cognitive difficulties such as memory loss or confusion. So Yetunde, if you experience any of these symptoms, it's a good idea to talk to your healthcare provider and possibly get your vitamin B12 levels tested and checked. All right. Now, let's move on to the next question. Question 8 is from Isaac, and he says, how can I make meal planning more enjoyable and less of a chore? This is an amazing question because most times we think meal planning is a chore rather than something to be enjoyed. So Isaac, let me answer your question. Making meal planning enjoyable can really help you stick with it. So try involving family members in the planning process. If you're by yourself, join communities where accountability is key. Okay, learn to choose recipes together, experiment with new recipes and ingredients to keep things exciting. What do you love? What ingredients do you like? All right, you can also make meal prep a social event by inviting your friends over to cook together. All right, what things do you like doing? Incorporate this into it, this healthy habits into the things you love doing. Another thing is using meal planning apps. This can simplify the process and provide inspiration. Remember to celebrate your successes. A win is a win, even the small ones, to stay motivated. Okay, so let's move on. Question 7 is from Tony, and Tony says, are there any risks associated with taking riboflavin supplements? Great question, Tony. Riboflavin supplements are generally considered safe as excess amounts are excreted in the urine. However, it is always best to consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, especially if you have any pre-existing health conditions or you are taking other medications. All right, so Tony, make sure you see your healthcare provider. Remember, they can help determine the appropriate dosage and ensure it is safe for you. Now, let's continue. Question 10 is from Ehis. Ehis says, what should I look for on food labels to avoid hidden sugars? So Ehis, when reading food labels, look for terms like sucrose, high fructose, corn syrup, cane sugar, agave nectar, and other names for added sugars. Okay. Ingredients are listed in order of quantity, so if a sugar is one of the first few ingredients, it is a significant part of the product. That is a hint. Also, check the nutrition facts for the total sugar content and added sugars. Remember, Ahis, choosing whole, unprocessed food whenever possible can help you avoid hidden sugars. Now, before we continue, I will give you a few seconds, so please go ahead, share this broadcast with your friends, family, and loved ones. Encourage them to join us. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok and Telegram at Sandra Boyo-Aruleba. Let us form a community of health enthusiasts focused on becoming the best and healthiest versions of ourselves yet, changing our community with positive social change. So please go ahead and share this broadcast on your WhatsApp status, your Facebook status. Invite your friends and families to join us for this live Q&A session. All right. Now, do you have any health and wellness related questions like the ones I'm answering now, and you would like me to answer them? Now, during the week, Mondays to Fridays, I do not answer questions during the teaching sessions, but on Saturdays like today, I answer live Q&A sessions because I dedicate the Saturdays to that at 8 p.m. West African time. So please kindly check your time zone for local time conversions. So how do you submit your questions so I can answer? You go to our website and you submit your questions. The website is www.wealthiameacademy.com. When you get to the website, scroll to the bottom and click on where it says submit your question for the weekly live Q&A sessions. A Google form will open looking like this picture you see on the screen. Fill the form with your name and your question. Today and Saturdays like this, I dedicate time and I come live on all my social media platforms every Saturday to answer your questions. So please take advantage of this opportunity and submit your questions. Let us continue. Question 11 is from Blessing. And Blessing asks, can meal planning help with weight loss? Absolutely, Blessing. Meal planning can be a very powerful tool for weight loss and weight management as well. So by planning your meals ahead of time, you can control your portion sizes, choose healthier ingredients, and avoid the temptation of last-minute unhealthy food choices. Meal planning also helps you stay on track with your nutritional goals and reduces the likelihood of overeating. Personally, I found that when I planned my meals, it made it much easier to maintain a balanced diet and achieve my weight loss goals. So, Blessing, go ahead and plan your meals and your weight will definitely thank you. Okay, so let's move on to question 12. Question 12 is from Kennedy, and Kennedy says, how do I ensure I am getting enough variety in my diet while meal planning? Great question, Kennedy. Variety is key to a healthy diet and preventing meal fatigue. When meal planning, try to include a mix of different protein sources, vegetables, grains, and fruits each week. Okay, rotate your recipes and experiment with new ones regularly. Personally, I like to pick a new recipe to try each week to keep things interesting and ensure I am getting a wide range of nutrients. Okay, I don't just limit myself to one type of food for a long time. I try to mix and match, try out different things, so everything gets spicy but still maintaining my intakes of my nutrients and proteins. Okay, so you can also use seasonal produce to add a variety. For example, you have mangoes might be in season now, so just think of it, how can you incorporate mangoes into your meals? Okay, so also think about the seasonal food stuff in the market when meal planning. All right. Now, let's move on to the next question. Question 13. This is from Susan, and she asks, what are some tips for making low sugar snacks more appealing to children? So, Susan, making snacks fun and visually appealing can help entice children to try low sugar options. Use colorful fruits and veggies and present them in creative ways. Okay, for example, you have fruit kebabs or veggie faces, or animal designs. Involve your kids in the preparation process. That is extremely important. They are more likely to eat what they helped to make. Okay, who has experienced that? Let me know in the comment section. Adding a fun dip like yogurt or hummus can also make healthy snacks more appealing. My friend's kids, they love helping her out making energy balls and arranging fruit plates. That also keeps them in the process, keeps them engaged, therefore they would want to eat. So ensure you make it fun and enjoyable for the kids, and also educational, because if you want to work on your kids color skills, you can get cucumbers. You get them to say, okay, green for cucumber, A for apple, all those things. It goes a long way. Okay, so think about creative ways you can put this strategy and skill into making the low sugar snacks more appealing to your kids. Okay, hope that helps. Let's move on to the next question. Question 14. This is from Blake, and he says, how does vitamin B12 affect athletic performance? So, Blake, vitamin B12 is crucial for athletes because it helps in the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to the muscles. It also plays a role in energy metabolism. So, adequate B12 levels can improve your endurance, reduce any fatigues, and support your muscle recovery. So as someone who exercises regularly, you will notice that a significant improvement in your stamina and recovery times will be observed when you start taking enough vitamin B12 in your diet. So Blake, I would advise you go through the vitamin B12 lesson on my YouTube channel. Look at the foods, do your own research, speak to your healthcare practitioner, and then see how you can incorporate vitamin B12 into your diet. Okay, hope I answered your question. Let's move on to question 15. This is from Joe. Joe says, can I get too much of riboflavin from food? This is a great question, Joe. So it is quite rare to get too much riboflavin from food alone because it is a water-soluble vitamin, meaning the excess amounts are usually excreted in the urine. However, taking extremely high doses of riboflavin supplements without medical supervision could potentially cause issues. So, it is always best to stick to the recommended daily intakes and consult with your healthcare provider if you are considering high dose supplements. Okay, Joe? The next question, question 16, is from Maplanka. Maplanka says, what are some quick breakfast ideas that are high in vitamin B12? Some quick and easy breakfast ideas high in vitamin B12 include scrambled eggs or an omelette with cheese and spinach, Greek yogurt with nuts and a sprinkle of fortified cereals, a smoothie made with fortified plant-based milk, a handful of spinach, and a scoop of protein powder. You also have whole grain toast with smoked salmon and a poached egg. These are just options that are not only quick to prepare but also packed with B12 to kickstart your day. Okay, Maplanka. Now let's move to question 17 from Ella. And Ella asks, how can I balance my macronutrient intake in my meal plans. So Ella, balancing macronutrients involves including a good mix of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in each meal. So I would suggest that you start by ensuring each meal contains a source of lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. For example, a balanced meal could be grilled chicken, which is your protein, quinoa, which is your carbs, and avocado, which is your fat. Okay? Personally, I use a meal planning app to track my macronutrient intake and ensure I am hitting my targets for each meal. All right? So Ella, I would advise you shop around, look at which options are there for you, try them out, give yourself time, and then go with what works for you. Okay, hope my answer helps. Let's move on to question 18. This is from Francis. Francis says, are there any specific signs that indicate I should increase my intake of riboflavin-rich foods? Great question, Francis. Yes. Signs of riboflavin deficiency can include fatigue, sore throat, redness and swelling of the mouth and throat, cracks and sores on the outsides of the lips, which is also called chelosis, inflammation and redness of the tongue, which is called magenta tongue. You also have eye fatigue. So, Francis, if you notice the symptoms, it might be a good idea to increase your intake of riboflavin-rich foods like dairy, eggs, lean meats, and green leafy vegetables. Remember, consulting with a healthcare provider can also provide clarity. Okay, Francis, hope that answered your question. Let's move on to question 19. This is from Laurel. The question is, how do I make meal planning sustainable in the long run? This is an extremely important question, Laurel. So to make meal planning sustainable, I would advise you start by setting realistic goals and gradually build the habit. Keep your meal plans simple and flexible to accommodate unexpected changes. Okay? Next, rotate your favorite recipes to keep things interesting, and don't be afraid to try new dishes. Personally, I find that involving my family in the meal planning process and prepping ingredients in advance helps maintain consistency and makes meal planning a fun part of our routine. Hope that helps. Now, let's move on to question 20. This is from Juliet. She asks, can children and teens benefit from low sugar snacks, and how can I encourage them to make healthier choices? That's an amazing question, Juliet. Absolutely. Children and teens can benefit greatly from low sugar snacks as it helps stabilize their energy levels, improves concentration, and supports overall health. To encourage healthier choices in children and teens, involve them in the snack preparation process, okay? Offer a variety of options and make the snacks fun and visually appealing. Kids and teens love colors. Think of colors. Think of exciting designs for them. For instance, making colorful fruit kebabs or creating fun shapes with veggies can make healthy eating more exciting and appealing to kids. My neighbor's kids enjoy picking out their favorite fruits and vegetables at the store. This helps them be proactive, and this also helps her because they help her in prepping and preparing the foods. Okay, so think of how you can involve your kids in these activities. You're gonna see a better response to the eating of these low sugar snacks. Okay, hope that answer helps. Right, we've taken 20 questions today. Okay, so there you have it. I have answered some of the questions we received this week as our time permits today. So on Monday, our lecture topic will be webinar 6, Unlocking Bone Health, the essential role of manganese revealed. This will be very, very insightful and extremely educative. You cannot afford to miss Monday's lecture. Ensure you're here live at 8 p.m. West African time. Check your local time zone for the time conversion. I am super excited about Monday's class. Yes. So, if you would like a copy of my presentation notes, click on the link below to buy from my main stack store, or you can go to my website at www.wealthiameacademy.com. Scroll down to where it says Get My Daily Health Webinar Notes and choose the webinar notes you want. Pay anything you want, and the notes will be yours immediately to download and begin implementing right away. Please kindly go ahead right now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok. Share this broadcast with your friends, family, and loved ones. Encourage them to join us. Okay? My handles are at Sandra Boyo-Aruleba. Let us form a community of health enthusiasts focused on becoming the best versions of ourselves, yet changing our community with positive social change. Do you have any health and wellness related questions you would like me to answer? Please kindly go ahead to my website at www.wealthiameacademy.com. Mondays to Fridays, I teach only, and on Saturdays, I answer health and wellness related questions during this dedicated live Q&A sessions like today's session. Okay, so please, if you have a question you would like me to answer, go to my website, submit your question. The website again is www.wealthiameacademy.com. When you get to the website, scroll to the bottom, click on where it says submit your question for the weekly live Q&A sessions. A Google form will open like this one in the picture you see on the screen. Fill the form with your name and your question. I dedicate time and I come live on all my social media platforms every Saturday to answer your questions. So please take advantage of this opportunity. Next Saturday, I will be answering more questions. Meanwhile, Mondays to Fridays, I will be teaching. Okay? So take advantage of this opportunity. Now, if you are looking for more education, a comprehensive guidance and support on improving your health, I invite you to join the Wealthier Me Academy. Our program offers a holistic approach to health and wellness, including education on sleep, nutrition, exercise, weight loss, weight management, and much more. This is a 30-day health and wellness transformation school where I teach you 8 robust modules on healthy living, weight management, including teachings on 60 special public health topics ranging from women's health to men's health, sexual health, mental health, and lots more. You get daily tasks and you are part of a vibrant student community. This is a quarterly school, meaning it holds once every quarter. So come to Wealthier Me Academy and learn how to become the best, healthier version of yourself yet. Batch 1 is currently enrolling. Enrollment for Batch 1 ends on Friday, 9th of August 2024, and classes begin on Monday, 12th of August 2024. Deadline for enrollment is Friday, 9th of August 2024. So please go to my website and read about the prestigious Wealthier Me Academy. Our website is www.wealthiameacademy.com. Enroll now. Academy tuition fee is 40,000 Naira if you're in Nigeria, or 800 Rand if you're in South Africa, or 700 Ghana cedis, or your African currency equivalent, or $97 if you are in the US or other European countries, payable in over 15 currencies. Payment in African currencies is done only via seller.co on our website. Payment in dollars is done via Stripe on our website. Every information you will need about Wealthier Me Academy is found on our website. So please head to our website now. Join our Telegram preparatory community. The link to join the Telegram preparatory community is on our website at www.wealthiermeacademy.com. Remember, Batch 1 registration is ongoing. Registration closes Friday, 9th of August 2024. Classes resume Monday, 12th of August 2024. Send an email to wealthiandmeacademy@gmail.com after payment for enrollment or if you have any questions. See you in class at the prestigious Wealthy and Me Academy. Together, we will teach and help you on how to achieve your health goals and transform your life in just 30 days. Sign up today and take the first step towards a healthier, happier you. Thank you all for joining today's live Q&A session. I hope you found these questions and answers very helpful and insightful. Remember, health is wealth. See you on Monday as we converge for another amazing health webinar. Thank you for your time today and have a blessed day.